Series, but makes his return here. Time for tonight's Andoy and Alejandro Cream to get an RBI. Years and all year, this team strikeouts to just one walk, strikeouts to 2 walks
for a lot of fastballs, which is refreshing. And look for that sinker to be a big
Naylor on the right. And John Schneider said it had been the regular season after fouls way through it. He had 3 of their 4th outfielder in this post. On an 0-1 from Kirby.
Look at that pitch up, and there's only a couple pitch in the lineup, and the one's go get him type pitcher and is deep. You're not sitting around.
Strikes for George Kirby. Here's his 0-2. Dude in 2022, now in his strikes. He begins this. That they had in Toronto, and why not? As Polanco, Naylor, and Suarez for the postseason, where he only lasted
against this team was about 2-3 years ago. Four-seam fastball plays really well, but
Reina leads off and takes
much. And when you throw a slider, it has to.
Surgery last year, missed a year and a half, and so we're going to get, because it had been. You can dream big, though. Is
right now there, and you didn't have your slider.
Here's 3-1 to Rosa. The details on Bieber, the 30-year-old with Cleveland. He comes up and takes a strike. In game 2, walked a home run from Polanco.
The Hall of Fame should be like 28 home runs still in this ball thing to do with his year, and it magnified
really the opposite end of the. What splits you're talking about? 20 for the whole lineup.
Yeah.
3rd in the major with a 1-2 pitch. Out in the 5th inning in game 2 in the 1981 World Series. And back that much fear
parked on the road, so he was Babe Ruth.
There's nobody out. A 2-2 and he's got it. Rosarena. 1 gone. 2 home runs to lead to the 10 runs in games that hold dugout up when he does stuff like that. There goes Rosarena. Well, he's not
the 3rd person in baseball using pitchers, and they'll
position for Rodriguez. Reina on base for the 4th time. Rodriguez drills. And it's a home run. Not there. It's a double.
In the world. And
3 hits a game, 2. It's his 3rd. He's okay, and I went. So that time of year where he's just fighting.
He had some great at bat to this next level, and he hasn't.
A 1-1 from Bieber.
Thing they have inside that clubhouse. There's separators, and they have been through. The growing confidence of this has the confidence 1 through 13. Not a surprise to them. It's just getting to Toronto and everything that Toronto for years.
Because there are so many injuries to the pitching well, they add pieces at the deadline. Beatable. 2-2.
You watch this baseball year as that streak. They were in a. They left the. Once they got they won at a stretch.
In the first game, hitting the walking game about the start of that 17 games, just out of a playoff spot.
He's the can't miss kid, and the plate, and Naylor, who just lead offense.
Managed to put it away. George Kirby, a couple strikeouts up for the Jays, looking for the response. 5 games since. So far on the year. There's another one right there.
Getting way off the bag for the postseason game is so the game.
Here's Varsho and the slider a ton against the Tiger pitch fastball. So
trying to take a great angle and a release. Tight break to it, breaking ball, a curve.
This Josh Naylor 2 baseball, and so the sinker.
But here's the key. It's an inside when they need to. In the Toronto Blue Jays, they got a lot.
They don't strike out, and so that's Bartez 1-2-3 second 4-1, and this post.
Yeah, well, it into some monster shock Toronto as a whole.
Victor Robles with one a little bit better here.
Well, he's got on what makes Bieber such a unique. Get up.
1-1.
Plain, and then he mixes his something.
Here's 1-0 to J.P. Crop. Said that from Tommy John. But for the most part has found the way to be happy with how he felt in New York and pitch postseason again.
Most people who come back covered of the playoffs.
Payoff.
Yeah, a little bit shocked. Mentioned it. This guy loves, and he's ready. Toronto, they got to figure out a way.
Swings away, foul. 15-inning game. It was amazing.
Second of it at home and played.
Here's and watches it fly. People giving Toronto the swing.
Well, we always took the script. What shot? Look to this homer as being one of those moments.
The start of the playoffs. Who's it got to be? One deep for the first time in this postseason.
Position. Opportunities. Really have
games. They were 1 for 42. Defense in the early innings. The first couple of extra base hits. Makes the cut. A lot like the play that knocked him out. Took back at the home run that sailed over
middle part of the plate. He's ready for it. He did.
For the postseason, ties game 3. Hit for you. You could get going. It's the guys who were in Cleveland a few years back. See for his defense. Nathan Lucas just keep.
Last couple fastballs. He's trying middle of the plate. Center cutting pitches. They're out and talk.
This play. San Francisco 2 weeks into the year, entire season didn't come. Into the year didn't come back until late offense. Period. Turn into a double play. Kirby.
Slider away, get a ground ball.
Third, Guerrero's headed for second.
I spit it out of my mouth. This is the slider, middle in. The Blue Jays taking advantage.
Santan's looking for the lead. Santan in play.
Ball, and then if he wants to, fly ball. Or below it. And that's what he
was limited to walks. The strike. Ball.
The leadoff batter out each time. And that's
Kirby one with a 2-2.
Balls down in the zone.
4 hits in this inning. Lucas. Payoff.
Went back to the fastball, tried to get it up. A chance to bear down and up to Kirk. Not exactly. He can hit a ball where it says
swung to Kirk.
I'm sorry.
Often kind of works as a superpower form of those. Kirk takes ball, captain of this Blue Jays team.
Cheers. See if he gets back in the count with. Yeah.
Joe Kirk taken for ball. Big chance here for Dalton Varsho. A walk here in the third. Varsho one of the guys here. And when the Jays were going to overtake them, they had a grand slam against the Red Sox to end the year and win them the division series. To Varsho.
Secondary pitches. And in a non-competitive. That's how good his command is.
Got a score. He overthrows another.
I mean, just scoop that short hop.
Varsho with a double. The Blue Jays
is absolutely squared up quickly.
They scored 5 runs again. Barger rolls it to second. They go to Seattle to light the fire. Home run from him.
Half-inning field. They just put Rodriguez. How?
Bieber, he's getting zeroed in on slider. When he can paint that pitch,
It'll be Clement to make the
7 in a row. Top of the inning. Keep your hitters.
Julio Rodriguez with a 2 look like on the first pitch, and it's 0-1. The case, a star break, and a 900. And again, Bieber.
You can see he feels really good about it. He will pitch him.
Outside.
Was it? Bounce way for Barger.
Broken back throw. Just pick it up. Like to lead off as a leadoff hitter, but he's sure.
For 14 in the division series, to be exact. Into this game, going winning 340. And it is 3 balls.
A Gold Glove finalist in win at least one of those awards.
He's nominated in 2 different categories. And that's strike 3 call. Ernie Clement at bat, he took.
Yeah, that's a little bit different than
2-run homer to right center. Kirby drops a nasty. Kirby in the big leagues, the modern era, and if you're saying since 1920, as
terrific. He made his first opportunity, his big league career. Yeah, and George Kirby has got to him for 5 runs on 5. First 2 here in the 4th.
And here's George Springer turning. It's gone. And George to 2 lead.
What a save. And he's carried that momentum series. Enjoyed playing in the bigs from Springer.
Man, that was a 400. It's on the all-time list.
Yeah, he hit them. And that's his second in baseball operations. Jerry DePoe says Springer's doing it to us again.
Kirby makes the pads to the lead. He's hits. This is his 3rd. Naylor leads it off for Seattle. Naylor struck out in the 1st.
Bieber got touched up 2-run home run. Hitting his spots. Fastball on both sides of the plate.
He has plenty of time to make the play.
Not the catcher.
For the 2nd time in his just 228 this year, and he's
now there's a lot of swing and miss in his position at 3rd base.
2.
You know, we mentioned Bieber had made that 1st inning Rodriguez home run.
Running in the outfield today, the 3rd. Barger
hasn't done an awful lot of running of the, and he had some interesting things to say and make up your mind. But you're going to get one.
Again, Bo, undoubted World Series. His World Series, by the way, begins a week from Friday. Think about now is trying to win this series.
Amos said, well, I know what he's going to throw next. Game, you don't have that kind of time to make up quick decisions. But, boy, when you're broadcast booth.
Looks, come on up and sit in the booth, Bo.
Give an inning or so to get settled after.
And this is the kind of game like Shane Bieber to pitch meaningful games.
He's been a winning pitcher.
The foul territory.
And he'll go into that wall then.
Zone. George Springer. He got Canzone for the 2nd time. Bieber here in game 3.
The energy you can feel.
They had 8 total.
They are doing damage. Kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit. His first 2 hits in the series. Dalton Varsho double that drove in 2.
First time up, but the 2nd time.
He gets it. Gone! A first, and it is 7-2.
Back with a double, a home run in series.
A single, a double, a 27 in the postseason.
Yeah, man, that's who.
Field at this time.
Yeah, Gladys went 400. He hit was actually pretty good pitch. Smoked it. Well, he smoked Kirby.
And that is going to be all.
Walked one batter and struck out.
But instead, it's a base hit.
Everybody in the lineup except Addison, Bard, Walker, a base hit. Making a contribution.
His last time up. Swings to. The odds are against you. The math is against you. But so far, a long way to go.
Brown, you see from the umpires. They had the best record in 2 great starting pitching performances.
A team has lost the first 2 at home. 8 times has that team come back to win. Rule in effect.
3 of those exceptions came in the World 1986.
Madison Barger 0 for 2 when he takes over and makes the catch. For George Kirby, so good about much of anything the first 2 in, and here came the slug, doubles and home.
And you know what? The Blue
decided, hey, now that it's and they've got their best outfield.
Move Nathan Lucas from low and center. That's the best defense they could.
By Ernie Clement. 1 in the 3rd. Another good swing for a good job by him.
And you got to be aware who's running behind, but because sometimes they're base. They've played most of the season.
Base hit for J.P. Crawford.
In 14 at bat to get. Well, we know you shut them down. Can the Blue Jays have over? Louis Varland's ready that the Blue Jays have to offer.
Actually doesn't want to give up for 1 on to first.
Well, I tell you what, only